Hey there guys, and happy whatever day it is that you're watching this video. So today's coffee is a little bit of a treat, and it's a treat in a sense that it's a roaster I haven't tried before, and up until a week ago I hadn't heard of either. So I thought, why not? Let's try something completely different and just see how it tastes and what it's like. And it's always good, I think, just to try something I've not tried before. Because then it's completely unbiased, or as unbiased as I can be. It's from Firebird Coffee Roasters, and you know what? It's going to be a tasty coffee, I think. So kick back, relax, grab yourselves a coffee, and welcome to Today I Brewed. So, Firebird Coffee Roasters. Yeah. So I hadn't actually heard of these guys up until I think it was maybe a week and a half ago. And the only reason I came across them is because they added me on Instagram. And, well, I thought, why the hell not? Let's try the coffee, let's have a look what they've got, and let's just give it a whirl. So I did. And the coffee I've got today it's from Yemen, actually, and truth be told, I can't remember the last time I tried a coffee from Yemen. So I was pretty excited to see that there was some there for a reasonable price. So why not, right? But they have a whole range of coffees on their website from different countries, and I think what would be good, maybe not this season, but next season, would be to do a profile on them and kind of talk more about them, because I think the ethics of Firebird are pretty good, and from what I can understand is they get coffee from countries that are war-torn and try and I guess give back and help the people out to recover from the stuff that's been going on. And as we all know, there has been civil war in Yemen. So it's good that coffee's still coming out. It's good that people are buying it and helping those guys kind of get their lives back together. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about the coffee itself. So as I said, the coffee is from Yemen, and I am probably going to butcher now some of the words and places in Yemen. So the coffee itself, it comes from the Harazi district in the Sanas Governorate, I think that's right. The farm is the Harazi Wadi, Alma, I think. God, I think I've just destroyed that. Apologies, everyone from Yemen. But it's a natural process coffee, but it's also experimentally fermented anaerobically. And you know what? I've been enjoying the fermentations that I've had recently. They've been delicious, and they've not been too fermenty, which is great. As I have complained many times about my feel for fermented coffees. The altitude of the coffee is between 1600 and 2100 meters above sea level, so we're pretty high at this point, which is never a bad thing, I suppose, when it comes to coffee. The variety is the Jadi and Udini. No Jawas, I believe, have been growing and roasting this coffee, and boy, do I hope I've got those right. But I've never tried these varietals before. I don't think, unless they're names for varietals that I have tried. But it's got a cup score of 85. Pretty decent. Not upset by that. And the tasting notes for this beauty are mango, red wine, clove, tamarind, and dark chocolate. Tasty, right? I think so. And even as the coffee's sat here now, I can smell a lot of these aromas coming through. Pretty potent stuff. Yeah, really good. But the cool thing is all the coffee is hand-picked. It has organic fertilizer on it. And, you know, as I said, it's the natural method, and they use the raised drying beds to kind of help dry the coffee naturally. But before we get into the drinking and whatnot, I have been doing this a lot, and I know, but look at the back. I mean, that is an absolute beaut. And I actually really do like the glowing Firebird, as it should be. But this coffee was roasted on the 27th of May, so we're about a week and a bit, week and a half, maybe nearly 2 weeks after roast. So we're in fresh but good drinking territory. So let's talk about it. Let's go through it, and let's just talk about how delicious this coffee has been. So the weird thing about this coffee, I think when it was grinding, there was a whole kind of cascade and mix of aromas coming out of the grind, and I think I definitely got a bit of mango coming out, and some dark chocolatiness. I think, if I'm honest, I can't quite put my finger on tamarind, although I think I have had it before in coffee, but I can never quite remember what it tastes like. And the clove was definitely there. Good mix. And it was weird because I was really excited to try it and kind of get the feel for all these aromas and stuff that were coming out of the grind. But a part of me was thinking, this is such a kind of motley crew of aromas, but they all sound delicious. There isn't one there that I don't particularly like. So it was really interesting to kind of put together and brew. And it brewed quite nicely, actually. You can see as we kind of go into the brew, like it bloomed like a superstar. And I haven't mentioned the bloom on many others recently, but this one, beautiful. Absolutely stunning. And you can see again that I've used the wet RDT method, which I think is becoming my new favourite thing. I like it. I think I have noticed a bit of difference in the taste of the coffees when I haven't done it. But here I think is where the aromas really started to come into play, because the mango was definitely up there coming out of the aroma. With some of the clove, and the dark chocolate, I want to say there was bitterness in the aroma, if that makes sense. But I got a sense of dark chocolate while it was brewing. And there might have been some tamarind in there, but for the life of me, I can't quite remember. What it smells like. So I'm going to have to pretend for now that it's not there, because I can't quite pick it out. Anyway, it was an exciting thing to brew. It was a quicker time, I think, this one. I think it clocked in at about 3:55. So it was a quicker brew, which I'm not upset about, and I have adjusted the grind to try and pull some longer ones and some shorter ones. But the interesting thing is from day one, when I ground this, and it's on 24.5 on my X54, and it's been on that since the first coffee, and it's tasted fantastic every single time. But I've played about with it just to see if I could pull something out, but that 24 was the best one that I had, or should I say the most balanced one that I had. So yeah, I was excited to drink it while brewing it, but it's here now, and we're here, so let's smell it and let's drink it. So there's definitely mango in the aroma. I want to say some of that clove as well. Super juicy. Super juicy. So I think there's some of the red wine too. But let's drink it. Let's see what it tastes like today. Oof. Wow. Okay. Mango. Straight mango. But the body of it is the wine. It's almost like drinking what I imagine mango wine would taste like. Lovely feel on the palate. Rolls around the tongue really nice. Quite light. Light but full. Very clean on the finish. Super clean. But what is cool is there is some dark chocolate dryness on the end of that. Like, I can feel it on my tongue and it's delicious. Clove, very subtle. And there is something else there, which I'm going to assume is the tamarind. But that's like eating a mango in red wine. Great stuff. Ooh, that is delicious. Great job, Firebird. Yeah. Very glad that I decided to randomly buy a bag. And if all the other coffees taste as good as this, I think we're on to a winner. But this is fantastic. Genuinely delicious. So yeah, fantastic cup. Man, the world of coffee is so fascinating. So many good coffees out there. But at the time of filming, the coffee is still available on the website. And the great thing about the website is each coffee has a wonderful story about why it's there, like kind of the history of the farms and stuff. And it's got a lovely snippet of history about Yemeni coffee in general. But it's packed full of information. And the guys who work there seem to really care about what they're doing, and it feels like a bit of a passion project in essence. They're trying to help these kind of war-torn places get back on their feet through coffee. So yeah, help them out, get some delicious coffee from them, and I'm gonna go enjoy this, and hopefully after seeing this video maybe one or two of you will go and buy it as well. But thanks, Firebird. So if you haven't got a coffee yet, go get yourselves one, and then kick back and relax. And thank you for joining me on today's episode of Today I Brewed.